What's up, guys? JT Postman here, and we're back with another episode of our Montreal Canadiens Be a GM mode. And so this is the second GM mode video of the day, and like I said at the end of the last video, I want to go jump right into the trade block and see what we can get, because we are one of the best teams in the league right now, but we haven't been doing amazing recently, and I feel like one injury or two, if Galchenyuk continues to get hurt, and then we lose a guy like Andrew Shaw, then our team, as far as our top six, it's not looking very, very good. So, and even though Bourneval has been doing great on the third line, I still want to see if any team is willing to give up a player around 84, 85 overall with kind of low trade value. But again, I'm not going to. It looks like the Ducks are a really bad team. They've got their first round pick is really high trade value. But I'm not going to go to teams. I'm not going to take 30 minutes going to look for one specific player. If teams aren't willing to give up the player I'm looking for, then I'm fine not making the trade. So I'm not looking for wingers. I'm not looking for guys like Steve Downey or Shane Doan. Actually, Downey could be a good player because he's 84 overall and he's only making $2 million. And he's a fine grinder, 5-star physical. He's got decent defensive stats there. You're not getting him for his offense, but he actually does have a good shot, and he's a good skater. So all around, he's a great player. But I'm not looking for a guy like that right now. I'd like to get a center who can join the top six if we need him to. Evander Kane, wow. Huh. See, this is the thing. No, I'm not an Evander Kane fan. I really don't like him. Very happy in Buffalo because it says 82 overall, but that's only because his morale is down right now. If we traded for him, I think he'd go back up to like an 86 or an 87. So if we but I don't like that though, because our top six as far as wingers, we've got what is it? Pacioretty, Radulov, Verbata, and Gallagher, and I'm not willing to move any one of those four wingers. I'm fine with the four wingers that we have. I know Evander Kane's a young guy. I know but his salary, $5 million, he wouldn't be easy to trade for. We'd have to give up a guy like Radulov in the deal, which, I mean, it wouldn't be realistic. I mean, Buffalo wouldn't take an older sniper that's lower overall for a 24-year-old. So I know that's juicy, but we're not the type of team looking for a player like that right now. Our winger spots are filled. Brisebois, Rito Berra, Dallas, Kari Lettinen. I bet they're looking to trade him. Tyler Bertuzzi, Florida. Oh, they're willing to trade Lawson Krause. That's interesting, but again, we're not a type of team looking to trade for a guy like that. If we were rebuilding, then definitely, but no. Jason Chimera, 85 overall. Again, a great depth guy, but we don't have the cap space, so I'd have to move salary to get him, and I don't have any salary, like dead weight, that I'd like to move. I don't want to affect our roster that much, so I'm not even going to really consider it. Again, we're not in a position to make that kind of trade. I have an exact idea of the kind of player I want to look for, pretty much like a Patrick Elias, but a little less salary, and a center. A guy like that. It is specific what I'm looking for, but otherwise I'm not willing to make a trade. Adam Ernie, Brandon Prust, Burrows, no. Stephenson, and last but not least, the Jets, no. Okay, so there's nobody around the league, not even really any superstars. I mean, the Sabres are willing to trade Evander Kane, but I'm not looking for a guy like Evander Kane right now. We are right up against the cap. We have literally like $500,000 to work with. So just to show you guys, because I know even after saying all of that, there's still going to be people in the comments saying you should have traded for Evander Kane. He's great. Well, if we were to trade for a guy like Evander Kane, you can see that we have a little under $600,000 in cap space. So if we were going to get a guy like Evander Kane that has about a $5 million salary, that means we'd have to trade $5 million in salary. So who do you move? Verbata, Petrie, who's our top four defenseman, or our second line winger, or that's pretty much it. Or if you want to move two guys, they're not going to take Yemlin. He's got no trade value. It just, no deal makes sense. we don't have the salary to give up. And Radulov, that's an unrealistic trade, and Radulov's done well for us. It doesn't make sense to trade our first-line winger at the trade deadline when we're a top 3 team in the league. So, across the board, it doesn't fit what we need or what we want. So, we're not going to make any trades. I'll simulate up past the trade deadline and see what moves were made. I'm not even going to try to get any of those depth players, because you know what? If we trade a guy like Chimera, that means we have to trade like Torrey Mitchell and like Manny Malhotra, and I don't want to do that. So let's see what happened. Player and pick trading. Ooh, look at that. Colorado got Henrik Sedin for a first-round pick, Beaupre and Meurs. Steve Downey went to Nashville for a second and Carrier. That was our trade. Boring trade deadlines. That's the most boring trade deadline ever. Only 2 trades happened. And it wasn't a great one because Henrik Sedin got traded without Daniel. That's against the one of the NHL's unwritten laws. The Sedins cannot be broken up. Andrew Ference to Colorado. So Colorado's making a run. I saw before they were in good position to make the playoffs. So, yeah, it looks like the Rangers traded Antti Raanta for Robert. Why would you trade your backup goaltender for an injury-riddled defenseman? Chris Phillips, he left Ottawa. Again, something that can't be done. But it happened in this. Alright, so let's continue the simulation. I want to end the regular season in this video as look over the stats and everything. And yeah, this one should be quicker than the past couple episodes, but I'm not going to make any promises. So we've got a game against Ottawa coming up. It's the only one this month that will slow sim. Manny Malhotra's back. Very nice. Alright, Dano. I hope you enjoyed your time in the lineup because it's over. Manny Malhotra's back. Put him in. So hopefully our penalty kills does better now. Alright, edit scouting assignment. Alright, yeah, we'll start doing forwards now. I won't go into the European leagues. We're not going to have a great pick, and I'm not going to trade for a guy like Patrick Laine or Puljujärvi or even Matthews. I'm just going to scout where I see fit. So forwards, there we go. I'd assume we have hopefully a pick above number like 25-ish. I mean, that's hopeful. Alright, Alexander Radulov, he's something to say. Thank you for the extra minutes. Man, Radulov, he's been getting on my good side. Great, we found a balance that seems to work. You know, I was afraid of Radulov. You know, I thought he would be kind of a pain in my side this year, but he's been great. He's been putting up points. He's been behaving himself, as far as I know. Yeah, he's been putting up some good numbers. 49 points in 67 games. Hopefully he gets up to at least 55 points. He's not a 20-goal scorer even, which I'm very surprised with. I mean, I boosted up his stats hoping that he'd score 30 goals, and it didn't happen. Montour's been injured again. Best lines. Lucia. Line. And again, nobody in the third line either has gotten hurt. It's just the fourth line and Galchenyuk. Even defenseman, Beaulieu's the only one that's gotten hurt. Alright, so let's put in Danault. You see, like Danault, I mean, there are going to be people saying that, oh, you got to play Danault for him to get better. I mean, it's not like we haven't played him at all this year. There have been a ton of injuries. He's played 32 games. And I know it's not a ton, but it's not like he's only played 5 or, you know, he's been scratched the whole year. But I'm actually going to stop the simulation here because I want to just clip up this recording. So I'll be back in a second. There's a 43, 21, and 5. Montour's available. Best lines. The AHL, can we get some wins here? Come on, beat Buffalo. There we go. I'm not too worried about. I don't care if we win the President's Trophy or not. That doesn't matter to me. Just as long as we make the playoffs, and I think we're a shoo-in to make the playoffs at this point. I mean, we're 2 weeks past the trade deadline, and we have less than 25 losses. So that's excellent. All right, the Ottawa Senators, first period, 1-0, Radim Vrbata. Second period, 2-0, Alexei Yemlin. Third period, 5-0 win. Pacioretty with 2 goals, and Alexander Radulov. Very nice. Radulov with 3 points, Pacioretty. And Carey Price with a 38 safe shutout. What a beast. All right. What's the next game? Well, yeah, we're almost done. That was pretty quick. All right, Tampa Bay. We'll slow sim the last game of the season in case it means anything as far as standings go. Lucio is available. Continue. Oof, 1-0 loss to Calgary. But we bounce right back with a win. Morale's probably going to be Weber and Radulov again. No, Gallagher, okay. It seems like the same players always messaging me. Like, I haven't seen like anything from Plekanec this year, or Markov, or even a guy like Petrie, or Andrew Shaw. Like, nobody. It's always the same guys. All right, Gallagher. I'm really proud of how the team's been performing. I know I said I wouldn't. 36 points plus 6, 10 goals. That's all I need out of Weber, man. If he can put up 40 points, 10 plus goals, and be a plus, I mean, that's all we need out of him. He's our leader. I'd make him the captain if it weren't for Pacioretty. A 3-1 loss there to Detroit. Come on, beat the Rangers. They're looking good. We may have to face them in the East Final again. We'll see. Tampa Bay, we beat them. Come on, 50 wins. Can the Panthers give it to us? It's going to delay it. Assistant coach, no, best lines. And come on, simulate it. Oh, no, we didn't get it. Come on, Florida. You're going to give it to us whether you want it? No. I was going to say, whether you like it or not, you're going to give us our 50th win. Didn't happen. No, Radulov's out. Oh, thank God. He's only out till April 15th. Now, that could be, he could miss games 1 and 2, maybe even 3 of the first round. Oh, man, that sucks. What a horrible time to get hurt. Third to last game of the year, he gets a concussion. At least it's only like a week-long injury. Man, that's not good. But at least it was a winger and not one of our centers. At least we can now bring Vrbata up and Andrew Shaw up. Come on, I clicked on it. Here we go. Mitchell, you come up. And Lucio, you're going to go in. Substitute. Oh, man, I got to add all the power play and everything now. Vrbata, you get on the first line power play. Gallagher, Plekanec, and Shaw. Oh, man, he played on a lot of lines. 4-man power play, Pacioretty, Vrbata. Extras, 4-on-4. I'll put Gallagher there because I'm pretty sure Vrbata's on the third line. Yes, he is. Shootout. We'll just put, no, he's not in the line. Never mind. I was going to say John Scott. You know what? We'll put Shea Weber there. There you go, Weber. Take a shot in the shootout. I don't know how many shootout shots Shea Weber's taken in his career, but he may get one in the last 2 games of the year. We don't know. Some players want to meet with me. All right, John Scott. Oh, he's not happy. Look at that. He's trending down. John Scott. Wait, what's going on? It's not like me to complain, but my lack of ice time is really frustrating me lately. Sorry, John Scott. I can see the point you're making. I'll consider some possible changes. Well, I mean, if another guy gets hurt, then you have to come in. I need you to go out there and leave me no choice but to give you more minutes. See if John Scott likes that. No, negative effect. John Scott's not liking it. Hold on, I want to see his stats. Come on, Scott. What's going on, buddy? I mean, you have one goal. I know you haven't played that many games, but you played 6 games. You got 1 goal or a -1. You only got 7 penalty minutes, so it's not like you fought too many times. 33-year-old enforcer. He wants to play. Well, sorry, Scott. There just aren't room for guys like you in the NHL anymore. What can I say? Oh, man. We lost 3 straight games. They don't want to give us our 50th win. Best lines in the AHL. Come on, Tampa Bay. I know we lost Radulov, boys, but we need this win. I mean, I said I didn't care about the President's Trophy, but I want that 50th win. It just looks better than 49. First period. 2-1. Very nice. Philip Deneau and Jeff Petrie. Matt Carl got one for them. Second period. 4-1. Shea Weber and Andrew Shaw. Third period. Let's close this out. There it is. 5-1. Andrew Shaw again. And we got our 50th win. So the Canadiens, they come back after, I'll say, I'll pretend that this is after the 2015-16 season. So after missing the playoffs the previous year, the Canadiens come back with a 50-win season. Very nice. Now, hopefully, I want to get as far simulated in this week as possible. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to the 11th, and the first game will be on the 12th. But, oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, I said it might happen. I thought it would be the conference final, though, because they're not in our division. But sure enough, we are facing the New York Rangers in the first round of the playoffs. Oh, man. They were a good team during the regular season. I don't know how we're facing them in the first round. I guess maybe they slipped to a wild card spot, because I think it's safe to say we won our division, because Tampa at one point was the second best team in the division, and they weren't even close to our stats, so our point totals. 47, 32, and 3. It's not an amazing record, but it's solid. I guess the East was more competitive this year. Whole team meeting. It's game 1. No, I'll save that for the next video. This one's gonna be a short one. Actually, you know what? No. Because I don't want to spoil it. Because I was gonna say I'll do round 1 in this video too, and I'll just title the video like year 1 or like regular season finish and round 1. But then I don't want to spoil it that we made the playoffs. I mean, it's not really anything to spoil. I think we were gonna make it anyway, based on our record. But I'd rather put out a short video just finishing off the season than getting ahead of myself. So yeah, we won the division. Stats Central. Team stats. Yeah, easily won the division. 105 points. We were 10 points ahead of the next 2 teams. Also, Ottawa, 91 points. They didn't make it, so yeah, that's why. 5 Metropolitan teams made it. The Rangers were the 4th. Philly got the tiebreaker, I guess. Yeah, they had more row wins. Penguins and the Capitals got 121 points. 57, 18, and 7. I think that's even better than they did in real life. Oh my God. And Pittsburgh on 115. Jesus. I made them good. I made them really good. Nashville finished 3rd. So PK and Shea Weber are 2 of the best teams in the league right now. Chicago is 5th. LA, Philly, Rangers, St. Louis, and Colorado. So that's the top 10. Let's see what teams any interesting teams that made the playoffs or didn't make the playoffs. Detroit missed for the first time in 25 years, or now over 25 years. Buffalo, Minnesota missed. Edmonton missed again, no surprise. Boston fell all the way down here. Look at Anaheim all the way down here. So I gave Matthews, Puljujarvi, and Laine the potential to be the top 3. I think I gave Matthews I may have gave Matthews franchise potential, but I don't remember if I did or not. Again, the potentials in this game fluctuate, so even if you give someone a certain potential, it doesn't mean that in the GM mode it'll be exact, because it fluctuates. But so that means Laine could go to the Jets like he did in real life, but that means the Ducks could get like Puljujarvi or someone like that. But Boston, they're going to get a top 5 pick. Toronto is still down there. But Vancouver, unless the lottery screws them over, they got the first overall pick. Austin Matthews might be going to Vancouver to replace Henrik Sedin. Alright, so, oh man, rematch of the 2014 East Final. All right, player stats. Now, this is kind of, I mean, I don't really care because we're still one of the top teams in the league, but these individual stats kind of disappoint me. I mean, I can't say that because we got points from everywhere this year. I mean, I'll just look at forwards for now. But, I mean, Pacioretty still 32 goals, 67 points. That's fine for Pacioretty. If he can get more than 65 points, that's a great year. Radulov, 60 points in 80 games. That's fantastic. I actually said at one point I wasn't sure if he'd get up to 60, and I guess he turned it on at the end of the year because he hit it. Looks like he was passing the puck to Pacioretty all year. Plekanec, 60 points on the second line with some first-line time when Galchenyuk went down. Radim Vrbata, what a perfect signing. I signed him to play in the second line. He scored 30 goals, 30 assists, 60 points. Oh, beautiful. Gallagher almost 60 points, over 20 goals. Perfect. And then Galchenyuk. So all 6 of our top 6 forwards had more than 55 points. And Galchenyuk would have had more than 60, maybe even up there at 70 if he'd played the entire season. Andrew Shaw, and I mean, again, third line too. If you can get more than 25 points out of your third line, that's great. And these guys all got more than 30. That's awesome. And they're all pluses too. I mean, look at Gallagher, plus 23, Vrbata, Plekanec. So our second line was great with plus minus. Torrey Mitchell even 22 points. He got a lot of second line time, or I mean third line time too. Malhotra 21, Lucio 14 to no 10. So out of everyone, John Scott was our only minus, but he only played 6 games. That's all right because we're not bringing him back after this year anyway. He doesn't even have 1 year left on his deal, right? I would imagine he got more than a 1 year deal. Yeah, he's leaving after this year. Defenseman, our quarterback back there on defense, Shea Weber, 41 points, 12 goals, plus 8. Only 2 power play goals. Interesting. But again, doesn't really matter. Great season for Shea Weber. 236 hits. I wonder where that ranks in the league. We'll have to see. Yeah, because I can take as much time as I want with all this stuff because we're only 13-ish minutes into this video. Andrei Markov, 33 points, 13 goals. It's fine for him. He was a plus 15. Jeff Petrie, 20 points. All of these guys are pluses. It's beautiful. Even our third line, Redmond and Yemlin. I was worried about these 2 guys, and they were both above plus 20. That's awesome. Even Barberio in the games that he played, he was great. Beaulieu didn't put up as many points as I thought he would, but he's jumped up now to an 84 overall. He started out 82, and he now has that medium elite potential, so he could even be like 86, 87 overall next year, potentially. So that's great. And goaltenders, Carey Price. He had 8 shutouts. How many games did he play? He played 81 games. Montoya came in a few times in relief, but 2.29 goals against average, .924 save percentage. You can't really read his stats because you can't really read like save percentage and goals against because he did play the entire season. But I'm just looking at as far as wins. He won games for us, and at 95 overall, that's going to happen. So great season for Carey Price. Played over 4,600 minutes. Oh my God, poor guy. We worked him way too hard this year, but what are you going to do? He's not going to be able to play past 30 for how hard we're working him. All right, so goaltenders as far as wins. Carey Price and Braden Holtby. Wow, Braden Holtby, 1.9 goals against average. And a .934 save percentage. So yeah, just like in real life, no doubt Braden Holtby's going to get the Vezina. Pekka Rinne is a close second. I'd say the 3 nominees are Holtby, Rinne, and Price, but Holtby's definitely going to take that easily. Lundqvist is up there quick. Jake Allen, now the starter for the Blues. Matt Murray, he's jumped up to 87 overall. Crawford, Varlamov, Martin Jones, Halak. Yeah. Did any of them score a goal? I'm seeing a lot of assists. Any goals? Nope. No goals this year from the goaltenders. Alright, defensemen. It would be interesting comparing PK and Weber. PK is going to have a ton more points, but it doesn't matter. Ekman Larson, 71, so he had more points than Carlson. Carlson had 32 goals, though. -6 still for Ekman Larson, though. 62 for Doughty, 51 for Klingberg, 50 for Keith. Burns, Keith Yandel on Florida. Hedman, Wisniewski. I'm not seeing him. Hamilton, Brian Campbell, 44 points. Suter, Brody, Yossi. Wait a minute. Weber, yes. Where is he? McDonough, Shengastasper. Where is he? I guess because of his injury. Yeah. Wow, Subban only played 49 games. Oh, wow, never mind. Yeah. If he'd played the entire season, he would have hit easily 60 points. He had 33 points in 49 games. He was a -2, though. So we'll have to see how he does in the playoffs for Nashville, but he missed a good 30-something games. So that was a huge loss for Nashville. I mean, oh, wow, Seth Jones has jumped up to a 90 already. Wow. So Nashville, they still made the playoffs, so that's good for them that he's back. But, yeah, he missed a lot of games. Wisniewski had a great year in Carolina. -16, though. All right. Actually, I do want to see this. What was it? Where is it? Hits. Where does Weber rank for hits amongst defensemen? Second to his former teammate Ryan Suter. But I just want to point something out, too. Hold on. I'm going to go down the list, and out of, like, the top 50-ish defenders, I'm going to list off how many have played for the Nashville Predators, like, over the last 5 or so years. So let's just go down the list. Ryan Suter played for the Predators. Yossi does play for the Predators. Shea Weber did play for the Predators. I hope I don't skip over one that only played like a season for them. Delzato did play for the Predators. Krug, Barry Johnson, Fowler, Ty Markov. Seth Jones played for the Predators. Laughlin, Eric Johnson, Keith, Weber. Ryan Ellis plays for the Predators. Cody Franzen played for the Predators. And then I want to finish it off with, I guess I'll include Yannick Weber, plays for the Predators. Kevin Klein played for the Predators. Did I skip over him? I guess I skipped over him. Hold on. I missed him. Where is he? He had 33. Subban. Yeah, right there. Yeah, PK Subban plays for the Predators. So, I mean, there were definitely more than 6 defensemen there that are pretty good defensemen and have all played for the Predators. They've lost how many defensemen over the years, and they're still with the best defensive core in the league. Wow, so with all the great teams in the league, even with the Capitals and the Penguins putting up insane amounts of points on the standings, not a single guy hit over 100 points. Plenty of 90s. Crosby 96 points, Backstrom 95, 71 assists. Tarasenko 94, 49 goals, only one off. Kessel 93 points, Ovechkin 92, Sagan 87, Kane 83, Ben 82, Voracek 80, Malkin 80, Stamkos 79, Steen 78, Stastny, McDavid, Neal, Yager put up 74 points. Wow. Yep. Wow. Toivu Teravainen put up 69 points as an 83 overall. That's insane. I'm looking just for any surprises. Yakupov put up 66 points, so he's finally breaking through there in Edmonton. Any guys with an unusual amount of points? Tavares only 63 points, but he put up 32 goals, so that's fine. Kreider put up 61 points, I wish. Radulov 60. Grabowski put up 60. Yep, Iginla. Any surprises? McKinnon got 28 goals. It's pretty good. Gaudreau only 56, but he only played 67 games. This is another thing I want to look out for is, wow, Parise only put up 55 points. I'm looking for players who were also hurt like the entire year. Yeah, quite a few star players here were injured. I'm just looking at games played now. I just want to see if there were any like star players that missed a huge chunk of the season. Simmons only played 66 games. Duclair 63 games. Well, he was having a great year too. All right, that's as far as I'll go. Goals. I don't think anybody hit 50. No, Tarasenko was one off. So nobody hit 50 goals and nobody hit 100 points. So, disappointing year as far as that goes. But that's alright. Anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to look at. Oh, yeah, so playoff tree. This is, I guess, the last thing we'll look at. So, first round, again, Chicago, St. Louis. Never gets old. Nashville, Dallas, so PK is going up against the Dallas Stars. San Jose, Calgary, LA, Colorado. Pittsburgh, Philly, that's a great one. Washington, New York. Tampa Bay, Florida, so you got the Florida matchup. And Montreal, Canadiens against the New York Rangers. That's gonna be a tough one. Actually, that's one player I didn't see. Hold on, I wanna check that. I mean, there was a point where I was just looking at the games played. I wasn't looking at the names, but I didn't see Rick Nash up there. Did he just have a bad season, or did he not play? Jesper Fast only played 12 games. Sort. Where is he? Nash only 51 points. Yeah, 24 goals. It's even plus minus. So. And Stepan only 45 points. We're just scouting the opponents here. Grabner scored 41 points, but Zuccarello. So these three guys kind of led them. Kreider, Brassard, and Miller, but the rest. McDonough had a pretty good season. Tanner Glass got 27 points. How did that happen? Oh, man. Daniel Paille got 24. Merrick Rivik got 23. Huh. Interesting. Oh, Dan Girardi. 9 points. Minus 16. Mark Stahl, 7 points. Minus 8. Stefan Robidas. The Rangers basically took Girardi and Stahl and said, oh, the fans don't like that we're hanging on to these older guys that are deteriorating over time, so let's add another one. An even older one in Stefan Robidas. And Brady Shea. So we didn't have a great rookie season. He was a plus 20. I take that back. That's great. Only 8 points, though. Or no, I'm looking at penalty minutes. 5 points. Even worse. Alright, and then we saw Henrik Lundqvist. Who's their backup? Because they traded Ranta. Oh, yeah, it's Gapsky in the backup position. Lundqvist, pretty good numbers. Yep, so that's the team we're going up against. The Montreal Canadiens and the New York Rangers. Hopefully Chris Kreider doesn't blow a tire into Carey Price this time. But, yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm not going to upload a third video back to back to back. I need to save my voice. I still want to record some other videos tonight. So that's going to do it for GM mode for me today. Yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, let's get ready for the playoffs. Montreal Canadiens, New York Rangers. Game 1 at the Bell Center. It's coming up next. I'll see you guys in the next episode.